Hello everyone, Gainer here from HDB Upgrading Strategies, and welcome back to my Facebook Live episode 27. Right, just want to update you guys that generally I start my Facebook Live around 10 o'clock, but today I decided to start much earlier because if you have been following my post, actually my maid went back, so that's why I need to start early so that I can probably be at home much earlier. But never mind, that's really out of the topic today. So today is my Facebook Live 27. So just want to share with you guys what will I be. Hello Ivan, thanks for watching. So what will I be sharing with you guys? So if you see at the back, I draw a lot. Actually, you probably might already know what is this about. So what am I going to share with you guys today? This is actually about new launch progressive payment scheme, and one of the most important thing is why this is actually a good payment scheme, especially when you are considering to buy a property investment. Okay, so just want to give because probably some people might know what is this about, some people might not know, right? So in the market there are two types of properties, especially for residential. One is buying for a resale property, private property. One is buying a new launch property, right? And for resale, right, for resale, if you're buying a resale property, what's the key difference is the first initial down payment is definitely around the same. It's just that the difference is when you buy a resale property, full loan kicks in. So your monthly installment, that will be that full loan, right? But if you're buying a new launch, it will be undergoing this called progressive payment scheme, right? Progressive payment scheme, and that's why today I just want to share with you guys why this is a good payment scheme, especially for if you are buying for a property investment. So I just want to make a comparison between both of this, right? That's why if you really see at the board, I already prepared the different scheme, I mean the different payment, and so you probably will know and understand, right? So for those who already understand, just bear with me, because I think that I might just go through all these things, and at least you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so first of all, just want to share with you guys. So today, if you're buying a new launch, right, you'll be undergoing this progressive payment scheme, and there will be this thing. They will actually do the breakdowns, right? There'll be a breakdowns. For example, once after you pay the down payment, when the loan starts to disperse, there will be this developer will be doing the foundation works, then followed by concrete frameworks, then followed by the brick walls, ceiling works, doors and window frame, car park, then TOP, right? Because if you are buying a new development, you probably have to, the developer will have to build the whole properties, start from scratch. That's why you have all this, developer will first do the foundation and followed by all this. Then when this is the part whereby you will get your keys, this is called TOP, and subsequently there will be the CSC. So I actually covered this from here all the way to here, because I just want to highlight why this is a good payment scheme, right? Just want to share with you guys, at any point of time, if you don't understand, no worries. You can probably just this is a Facebook Live. You can just comment something, inquire something. If I see your comments, I probably will be able to reply you as well. Else, you just have to, after this video, you probably just put it inside this post, and I will also reply you as usual. Okay. So this is the breakdown. So for example, if today you're buying a $1 million property, easy, right? I mean, for $1 million property, easy for me to probably break it down for you guys to understand. All right. So so if you are buying a $1 million purchase, right, for new launch, you'll be undergoing this progressive payment, right? Of course, the first initial down payment will be your 5% cash, followed by your 20%, 20 to 25% down payment. Can be cash or CPF, and followed by a 75% loan. So this is a breakdown of all the loan when it starts to disperse, especially when you are buying a new launch, right? So the first thing is there will be this thing called foundation works. Now, so foundation works, you only pay the first 10%, right? And the foundation works will last 6 to 9 months, right? 6 to 9 months. So during this 6 to 9 months, right, you will be paying every month a monthly installment of just only 180 over $184, right? $184. And this is, just bear in mind, this is for a $1 million purchase, right? Now, what is this? Actually, you know, because there's the period when you're paying is between 6 to 9 months, I'm just using this on an average of 7 months, right? So that means 7 times $184, you will get $1,288, right? That is your total payment for the 7 months when the developer is doing the foundation works. So after that, what's next? There will be this concrete frameworks. That means the developer will start to do the concrete frameworks. Then there will be additional of 10% payment on top. That means they will add on top of this 10%. And then that's why you see there will be an increase of $559. So during this period of time, you'll be paying a monthly. Hi Ken, thanks for watching. So you'll be paying a monthly installment of $559. Same, whenever you see a 10% and a 10% down payment, the payment, right? It will be between 6 to 9 months. Meaning to say the developer has to complete the works, foundation works between 6 to 9 months. You know, stuff like that. So that's why if I get on the average of the 7 months, this will be $3,913. So 559 times 7 will be this, right? So after this, there will be this brickworks. So the developer will start to do the brickworks. Then there will be an additional of 5% on top of this 20%. So it's an add-on every time. So whenever you see a 5%, that will be just 3 to 6 months, right? So on average, I think this I use for 5 months. So 5 months, $747 times 5 will be this. So then followed by ceiling works, same this. Total will be this amount. Then it will be doors and windows, right? It will be the same. Now this time will be $1,129 per month. You times 5 will be around $5,645. After the doors and windows, followed by the car park, right? Followed by the car park. I think you guys can see, right? Yeah, followed by the car park. And then it will be the same $1,323, and total will be $6,615. So I just want to briefly share with you guys, this is the progressive payment scheme that every month you are paying while the developer is building the development. Now the very last two, which I didn't add this, will be TOP, right? TOP will be another payment, but I didn't add this because later I just want to share with you so that you will understand where I'm coming from. So the last will be TOP and then CSC. So it will be a last, if I'm not wrong, will be the last 25% followed by the 15%. But for this illustration, I will not be adding all these things, right? Okay, so meaning to say if I'm going to add all these things, right? Total, right? If I get 7 months, 7 months, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, there will be a total when reach TOP, reach TOP. I hope you guys can see. Yep, good. Reach TOP, right? Total will be 34 months. Now, how I derive this 34 months will be 7 months plus 7 months plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So during this period of time, I'll call the cost of holding, the time whereby you're holding, is 34 months, right? And out of these 34 months, total is actually $25,881. So meaning to say, if you're an investor today, you buy a $1 million purchase, and while waiting for the development to be built all the way to TOP, your monthly installments all the way where you're holding up to 34 months is total of $25,881, right? So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Now, then there's a difference, right? If I can, I will just erase this, right? So that you will understand. Because now I'm doing a comparison for you guys, right? So I'll put progressive, and for 34 months, right? Total I put 34 months, right? Progressive. and it will be $25,881. Okay, you guys can see. Now I want to let you understand the difference between progressive and resale. Now, supposedly today you buy a $1 million property, and you are buying a resale property, right? So when you're buying a resale property, your monthly installment is actually $2,913. Now, if I multiply this with 34 months, it's actually $99,442. Now, can you see a difference? Buying a new launch versus buying a resale, right? New launch, my cost of holding for that 34 months while waiting for the development to be built is $25,881. Versus if I buy a resale private property of $1 million, my cost of holding, that means the amount of money that I'm paying, I multiply 34 months, will be $99,042, right? I think if you really get the difference, it's probably what, 60 to 70k, right? 60 to 70k, and frankly speaking, the difference is in fact quite a huge amount, which of course if you look at it, the difference between these two is quite significant as well. Now, of course, there are some people who probably they are really very keen to buy a resale property. Why? Because they says that if I buy a resale straight away, I can rent it out. Now, of course, it's definitely true, but of course, we also have to factor in the months whereby we probably have to find a tenant. So, meaning to say today, if I find a tenant, today I bought a resale property and I market it, right? I need to wait for 1 to 2 months probably, right? Depending on your property, depending on the location. And probably it might take a while. If I take 2 months, probably I'll waste 2 months of the rent because I have to pay while waiting for the tenant. So if total on 34 months, right, that would be, if maybe I can give an average of 4 to 5 months. 4 to 5 months of waiting is a loss of probably $17,478, right? This is 5 months I calculate. Now if you see from this difference to this difference is also quite minute, the fraction, right? Now that's why probably I just want to share with you guys the cost of holding for the new launch versus a resale. There's a big difference, right? Which if you look at it in terms of investment scheme, probably a progressive payment scheme can be a good choice, because some people may not want to buy a resale, and then they probably will have to look at it and think that I need to look for a tenant, and sometimes maybe I'm not being able to get a rent, that kind of thing. So for progressive, straightforward, you buy from the developer for the 3 years, 34 months, you just wait for it to be built, and everything is well covered, especially by your CPF. You don't probably have to fork out a lot of cash out of it, and then you wait for it to and that 3 years probably you can look probably if the market goes up, stuff like that, or probably for the resale as well, right? So I just want to have this illustration so that you will understand where I'm coming from, right? Of course, if you look at it, new launches are definitely good for people who who can wait. There's a difference between buying a new launch and resale, right? Now, if you look at it, those people buying for new launches, you have to wait because during that period of time, you don't have a place to stay, right? So it'll be good for people who already have a place to stay, and you're probably buying a second property and just wait for investment, right? And of course, people who buying a second property without paying ABSD as well, right? So I hope this Facebook live today, where I'm actually sharing with you guys about this new launch progressive payment scheme and why this is good for investment, is definitely something that you can consider. Now, once again, if you guys do have any questions, I hope this is quite clear for you. If you guys have any questions, not to worry. You probably can also highlight or give me some inquiries later after the post, after this live post, right? With that, hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. Goodbye.